Hi everybody, Victoria here. I hope you're all well today. We've just started a little chat while we're waiting for people to come in to say where you're from and what business you are. So if you're live, jump on in and give us some links and tell us all about your business and where you're from. And if you are watching the recording, hi and welcome. It is really good for you to be here at any time that you are available. So today we're talking about where to get our content for social media. I used to be a social media manager and had to find lots of different ways of finding content for a large variety of businesses. And I've found some little tricks and tips to make it easy for you. And I don't like to gatekeep, I like to share the knowledge that I have. So hopefully all of these tips will really help you. You do find that at the beginning of your business, it's exciting, you've got lots to say. And then about 3 months later, you think, oh my goodness, I think I've said everything that I need to say. And you tend to outsource it. And that person might say, well, I don't know what to say. It's your business. So it's always a good idea to be able to try and find extra content. So I've got lots of tips for you today. It's good that some people are jumping on in and popping into the chat. So welcome. I'm going to share my screen with you and present in Canva. Where to find your content for social media. My name is Victoria. So we want to post for a purpose. We don't just want to grab anything and put it out there because people aren't going to be invested in coming back and looking at your posts. You're not going to show that you're the expert in the field. You're not going to show that you care much about your business. You're just posting for the sake of posting. So let's really think about posting with purpose. And we need to take a few steps back when we do that. So we want to post to connect with our audience, to learn more about our audience so that we can really understand what they need, understand what benefits they need, their pain points, and then we can start acknowledging how our business can help support them. So we want to start a conversation. We want engagement on our social media. That's better for the algorithms. It teaches Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you are, that your content is interesting because people are engaging, and they'll show more people when your posts are engaging and other people are actually engaging on your posts. So when I talk about engaging, likes, shares, comments, saves, really doing something on your posts. Okay, so it also to get leads, perhaps you've got something that you can give them in so that they give you your email address. So you've got a lead magnet, we call it, and you've got something that they can download so you can get their email address. And that's actually quite important as well because social media may stop at any time and we need to have another form of way to contact our customers. So getting their emails or phone numbers is quite important as well. You might like to show your expertise. You might be building up your brand. You might be trying to tell more people about it and building up your expertise and driving traffic to your website or your booking link, or you're just really trying to build up your business. So starting to think about why you're posting. Hi, I am Victoria. If you don't know me, I have been teaching small business owners how to use social media for quite a number of years, but I practice what I preach. So I've owned bricks and mortar stores. I've owned multiple e-commerce stores. I am currently the owner of a skincare company that I've started and is growing, and hopefully will get global by the end of this year. And I'm also the CEO of the Busselton Chamber of Commerce. So I'm very, very passionate about helping small businesses and seeing small businesses grow. So I want you to think about reverse engineering your posts. So even before you post something, think about who am I actually posting this to? And it cuts out a huge amount of demographics when you can think to yourself, I'm really only posting to that person that is going to buy my product or use my service. So it streamlines your thought process so easily when we do that. So we can just cut out a whole bunch of people and really just focus on one. Now, I'm just going to give you my skincare example, and I want you to think about this for your business. So I know with my skin, with my products, it's mainly females who use them. It's mainly 30 to 50 years young. It's mainly people who have full-time jobs. They usually have teenage kids. They're a little bit time poor. I need them to be quite tech savvy because at the moment I'm only online. And quite a few other things. You can do an avatar. You can do an avatar webinar to find out all of these, but you can find out a whole bunch of demographics of what your person is going to be interested in. And what I did is I got all of that information, and then I Googled the most popular name, the most popular female name of 30 to 50 years old. And I actually Googled it for America because that's where I was going to be selling my products. And the most common name came up with Jenny. So all I need to do now when I'm posting my content is say, will Jenny find this interesting? And as soon as I say that name, that a whole entire piece of information comes up behind my mind. I know that I'm posting to the age group, where it is, which platform I'm posting on. So I encourage you to think about thinking about making that avatar and giving that avatar a name. Now, you may have a variety of avatars. Currently, I'm actually going into looking at influencers in the mining industry. So that's actually a completely different avatar, and I've got another name for that person. So when you're thinking about this, if you've got the name, it just streamlines your thought processes really well. So try to come up with a name for you. So every time I post, will Jenny find this interesting? Will Jenny find this informative? Will Jenny find this funny? So I just need to make sure that my content that I'm posting out there suits who is going to buy my product. And then you think about, well, where is Jenny? Where is she going? Because that's where I'm going to focus all of my social media, all of my attention. So at the moment, Jenny's on Facebook groups. So that I'm going to be focusing a lot on that one. With the mining industry, I'm focusing on TikTok at the moment. So it allows you to really, really focus. So spending time on social media, where does she spend her time? Is he or she? Are they on TikTok? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they in a shopping centre seeing, the posts of your business in a shopping centre? Where actually are they? Then think about which websites they look at. So you can start saying, oh, Jenny, have you seen this blog? You might be really interested in it. Or I'm going to perhaps write a blog, guest post it on somebody else's where I know that she's going to look, so I can build my audience on there as well. And then what shops do they look at? Do they go in person or are they online? What types of shops do they go to? Do they go to Kmart? Do they go to David Jones? Do they go to op shops, or do they go to a mixture of both like I do? How about thinking about the books? Is she in a book club? Can you do a blog or a social media post on the latest podcasts or the latest books or the latest series of TV that's coming out that might entertain your people? And it really just shows that you're really understanding them, and they're more likely then to follow you, engage on your social media, and eventually become a fantastic customer for you. So what does she actually want to know? So we've gone through all of that. We've gone through, who they are, where they are. What do they actually want to know? So I'm going to actually do this with you. So I'm going to show you this information, and then we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to physically do it so you can see me live on exactly how I will go about doing this. There's a place called Answer the Public. Now we go into Answer the Public. You get one free search per day. After that, you need to pay for the service. So one free search per day. Now, Answer the Public takes all of the information of what Google is searching about and puts it into one place for you. So if we go into Answer the Public, and if we say, looking for something on skincare, I know there's a lady in here that is in earth moving. Maybe you can put something on earth moving, and it will pull together everything that people are putting into Google and what they're searching for. So it's a very, very good way to find information on what people are searching for in your business. Google search, a really simple way of doing that. Open up Google, go into your search bar, type in your keyword, your business, and you'll see the list of the recommendations underneath. That's everything that people are searching for. So if you start answering those in your social media, that's going to be fantastic for your people. So we're finding content. We're finding content in Answer the Public and in a Google search. So you type in your keyword into Google search, the list underneath is what people are asking. Start answering those in your social media posts, in your blogs, and everywhere that you possibly can. Okay, just a few more for you. So we've got BuzzSumo and BuzzFeed, and you can go into there and you can, again, just pop in the keyword and then say, great, what are these people actually searching for? You can also do that in Google Trends and ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is new, and that's what I'm actually going to show you the process with once we go through these slides. The other place that you can go to is straight to social media. So think about your person, think about where Jenny is. Is Jenny on Pinterest? Is she on TikTok? Is she on YouTube? So with your avatar, where are they in here? Are they on one of these? And go there, type into the search bar your business and see what's trending on all of the different platforms. You can also look at the popular hashtags in your niche, and you can start researching those hashtags. I do this very, very often, especially on TikTok, go into and Instagram, going into those hashtags and seeing the types of videos that people are posting and seeing if that's going to be something that I can create, because I already know it's popular on those platforms. I already know that people are wanting to see it on those platforms. I don't do things that make me feel uncomfortable in the slightest, ever. I don't think I've ever danced on TikTok, but I do go through those and I say, okay, that's something that I'm comfortable doing. That's something I'm knowledgeable about. I can actually create a video on that. Then you can also see who Jenny follows. So once you start going into Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you can see who likes them, and you can actually have a look and see what types of people they follow as well. You can look at, sometimes you can do that. Sometimes there's security around that. Okay, you can look at their comments and you can find questions. So if you go into Facebook groups, if you go into a group that is around your niche, and you type in your business, you can actually see, you can search your business and you can see what people are asking about that business. So people are wanting to find out the answer to those questions. You can answer them straight on the actual post, or you can create your own social media post around that. So I'm just giving you lots and lots of different ways of finding your content. This is a great way of being able to do that. Go straight to where people are actually asking the question, and you use that in your own social media. So go to the place where they're at, start the keyword, start a search with your keyword. You might like to join the other groups that your customer might be in. Find the most watched and listened to in your business, and then you can start creating. From that. I have quite a busy week, so what I do is when I find something, I'll actually save it, and then when I sit down, I've got time to create my content. I've got a lot of content that I can look back on and use that as inspiration. So I know it's always there. So I really encourage you to start saving those files, those videos, those posts, maybe start doing some screenshots of them, because honestly, when you come down to do your social media, you won't be able to find them again if you haven't saved them. Social media goes so fast. So I really encourage you to start saving those files or screenshotting them. Okay, so then you're looking at your business from Jenny's point of view. So what does she want to know about? Your business story. If she's going to invest her time and money into you, she actually wants to know a little bit about why you started your business, the reason behind your product or your service. Is there a story that she can say, oh, that's exactly like me. Gosh, that's fantastic. She's been through that situation the same as me. So talking about your business and why you've actually chosen that particular product or service. So this can be a very, very easy post for you to start with. This can be the first piece of your content, your business story. Who are you? Something about you. Now, these don't have to get very, very personal. You choose how personal you want to be on this, but always be mindful of your own safety. You can educate your person about your product or your service. Where do they find you? Are you down at the local coffee shop? Are you on the corner street at the deli? Are you online over here? Do you sell on Amazon? Do you sell on Etsy? Do you sell on your website? Where actually can we find you? Where can we find your products? Are you at the local markets? Do you go to a particular place once a month? So we need to educate these people all of the time about how to actually find us. And then how does she use your product? That all my moisturizers come with a gua sha, so that's just a free added on that I give to people. And so a lot of people don't know how to use the gua sha. So I do quite a lot of educational videos on how to use the gua sha to make it, if you haven't used it before, it's absolutely lovely on your face. And then what does she do after she's used your service? So I know a lot of massage places, they encourage you to sit for a while afterwards. They might give you a cup of, ginger tea or something, and it's nice and relaxing. So what do you actually do after your service? You might have a post saying, something fabulous about your business. How do they actually book in? What do they do after you've actually given this information? So we need to educate our people on what to do next. And then telling your customer, telling Jenny about you and your staff. So just getting to know you and who you can trust, why they can trust you. Show funny behind the scenes. You might have something funny. This morning I dropped my son off. I mean, it wasn't funny, it was interesting though. This morning I dropped my son off quite early to school for band practice, I think it was. And there's all these beautiful kangaroos just sitting on the lawn where I dropped him off. And it was just really, really nice. And, my skincare company is Australian made. So what a fantastic thing. And I just said to my son, can you video that for me? Great. I've got my social media post for the day. Easy. So behind the scenes, but trying to tie it in with your business. The other thing that you can go to is obviously blogs and newsletters, but you might not give this a little bit too much thought before. It's quite interesting. I regularly go into, supermarkets, news agencies, any place that sells a physical paper or a physical magazine, and I have a look at the headlines. Because if you think about it, in this day and age, in this digital day and age where we get everything online, if someone is still printing, if a company is still printing a magazine, a newspaper, they've got it together. They know what their customers want. They know what sells. And they have a huge marketing team, editorial team behind them usually. And so if we have a look at the headlines on those newspapers, on those magazines, and if you look to yourself and you say, oh, I can write about that, you know that that's going to be good content, because that magazine has already put a lot of thought into creating that. So, you know, when you go into the news agency, it's usually in sections. You know, you've got your, I don't know, gossipy celebrities, and then you've got your homemakers, and then you've got your sports, you know, all the different things. So just go into your niche. It's really easy to do. Go into your niche, go into your business and say, great, that's the most popular magazine. Usually it's probably only got one left. That's the front cover of the heading. Can I create some content around that? And you know that there's been a lot of research behind that already. So that's another tip for you. Okay, so if you have a product, this is a great way to find some content if you've got an actual product. So Amazon.com is the largest e-commerce platform in the world. So even if you don't sell on Amazon, this is a good place to go. You go to Amazon.com and you type in your product. You go to the bestseller. So again, it doesn't need to be your product, it's the product that you sell. You go to the bestseller and then you scroll all the way down to the questions. And then you answer those questions on your own social media to make you the expert in your customers' eyes, because we know that people are asking questions about this. So I'll just show you here. So you go to Amazon.com, type in up here your product, and I've just got NutriBullet here, so it doesn't matter. This is just for an example. And then you scroll down. So go to the bestseller, and this is the bestseller in this one. Scroll, scroll, scroll all the way down. And you will eventually, where are they? Find the questions, okay? So if you're selling this type of product, this question's at the top of what people really, really want to know about. So you can answer that question. How much can you fit in a whole apple, tomatoes, cucumber bits? How does this compare to juicing? So just go straight into Amazon.com, go into your product, go into the bestseller, go scroll down to these questions, and then you create content based on this first, you know, you could probably create it on the first 10 questions if you really wanted to. And so you know that people are asking these questions, and it's you being very, very helpful and very supportive for your people. If you have a service-based, you can go into Quora and do that. So it's exactly the same. Go into Quora.com, type in your niche, go to the questions, and then start answering those questions on your own social media. So let's remember that social media is meant to be social. They don't just want to be constantly sold to. So sometimes thinking about sharing fun videos, like I was sharing this morning about these, you know, there was actually a mum and a little Joey there, which was just adorable. So sharing, you know, inspirational things, sharing cool tips, sharing quotes, sharing jokes. Try to blend it into your business though. User-generated content, very, very important that people see other people using your product and service and enjoying it and liking it. So word of mouth is the most, why isn't it moving on? Word of mouth is the most, powerful way of people understanding that other people are using your things. We all have that crowd mentality. Oh, they've got that, must be really good. Oh, I'm seeing this everywhere, it must be very good. You know, when you walk into a restaurant, usually at the end of the shopping centres, and you know, there's a restaurant with a heap of people in it, and then there's a restaurant next door. You sort of automatically want to go into the one with a lot of people in it because it's seen to be good. So this is you creating that mentality with the user-generated content. So you can ask that. This is an old gift card that do I give it out anymore? Sometimes I give this out, that asks people to create their content. So I just want to bring your attention down here. So this is a gift card that goes out with the products. If you share your videos, your pictures on your socials and tag us, we will message you with a discount code. So this is twofold. This is me getting the content from them. Then they get a bonus, they get a discount code, and then I get a repeat buy. So this is twofold, asking people to do that. So you can ask people to tag your business. If you have a look at Airbnb, they do an amazing job at this, but just be a little bit mindful to do your research around that. So like I said, right at the beginning of, I teach, oh goodness, probably thousands of business by at this stage. I've been doing this for a number of years, but one of the businesses that I was teaching was at a beach, and it was a beautiful family-friendly holiday park, quite a large holiday park. And I said, okay, well, let's start getting some people to hashtag when they take their family photos, when they take the beach photos, because then you've got lots and lots of content to use on your social media. So we researched hashtag and the name, and it came up with that hashtag was being used by a nude beach in a completely different country. So I really, really encourage you to research the hashtag that you're going to use. And also last year, I don't know if it still is because I don't sort of look at it, but hashtag accountant on TikTok used to be a sex worker. So again, do your research, because you don't want to have that whole entire hashtag feed filled up with content that you're not actually associated with. So reviews and testimonials, always a really, really good idea to set up an automated review system on your website. If you've got a service-based industry, I always encourage people to send out the Google review link when they're sending out their invoices. So it's a very direct link. Great, you can come in here. If the invoice is something that they may or may not like, you might like to send it out before or afterwards. Always, though, if you can, get a video testimonial, because it really is a lot more proof that that person is liking your content, liking your business. So reviews are really important. Now, if you've got a Google review, screenshot it or copy and paste it and put it onto your social media. So use those reviews in multiple different places. And then I get reviews on my website, and then I put them into my social media. So using them on a variety of different places, really, really important. Then just think about all the other things that are happening in the world at the time. Is there a special day? So I encourage you to think about getting an annual calendar, typing out, this is when I'm going to start promoting Christmas. This is when I'm going to start promoting Mother's Day. This is when I'm going to start promoting Valentine's Day. So you've got a strategy, you've got all of the things in place for when you're going to start creating your content, thinking about the different holidays, thinking about events that may be happening around you that you can help promote, and obviously the seasons as well. So recently, I just wrote a blog on, the different changes of skincare for the different seasons. So I'll pop that up when, have I already popped that up? Yeah, maybe. Pop that up when the season changes. And then I might do a winter one, I might do a spring one. So just thinking about the different seasons. So what is actually happening in the world, and making your content very relevant for that time. And then where can we find that content on Facebook? So we can actually go into Facebook, go into the search bar, you type in your business, you type in your niche or your keyword, and then scroll down to the videos. So we can see the videos that lots and lots of people really, really like to watch. We can actually share those videos straight from there. I encourage you to watch the whole of the video, though, to make sure that it isn't promoting somebody else's product that is in competition with you, and make sure that it is, your brand, it's the type of content that you do want to share on your page. If we share that directly from that piece, we're acknowledging that we're sharing it from there. So we're not stealing that content, because we're acknowledging that we didn't make it. We are just sharing that piece of content. So just to be ethical, always have high integrity with your business. Make sure that you acknowledge the source that you're sharing it from. We can go into groups. Like I was saying before, we can go into Facebook groups. We can type in our niche, our business. We can start answering questions within those groups, pointing out that we're the expert in the field. We can make ourselves, people are aware that they can even tag us in those groups if they've got comments and questions. And then we can start creating our own groups if we want to. Now, then you can also have a look at your competitors. So you can go into your competitors page, you can scroll through, see what they're doing. You can also go into Facebook and you can go down to where it says transparency and you can see what type of ads they are running. Now, for the bigger businesses, and they've got, thousands and thousands of dollars to spend on their ads, we can go in there and we can say, right, that's what they've decided is working. That's what they've decided to put a lot of ad spend around. Can I create some content based on that? So we're not, stealing. We're not saying exactly what they say, because social media these days, you will get caught out if you do that. I've seen so many people being caught out recently and, named and shamed. So please don't do that. Have a look at the content, see if it's something that you're the expert in and you can tweak it for your customers. So we're just getting inspiration and ideas there. Okay, so now you've got all of your ideas, and then what do you actually do with them? So Canva is your absolute best friend. So you create your images in Canva, and you can create a few other things in there now, but specifically for this webinar, thinking about creating your images there. So you can, put in your Google reviews, create a beautiful template in Canva, and you can share that. So it's where, if you don't know Canva yet, it's where you create your images or your videos. The other place that you can go to is Etsy. Now, I'm not affiliated with any of these, so I'm just sharing the information. You can go to Etsy and you can actually type in social media templates and you can buy hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them for very cheap price. So you can go in there and you can say, real estate social media posts, and hundreds will come up. What you do is you buy them, and there's always usually a link to Canva, and it will go directly into Canva, and then you can tweak it. You can put your logo on it. You can change the colors. It's just a very, very simple way of getting your social media. Okay, so this is brought to you by Business Station. I'm going to go back and do a live presentation for you. Yes, we've had heaps of time. Excellent. And so I can show you how it all comes together. So I've given you the information. Let's put it all together and see how we're doing it. You do still have access to this program. I'm not sure if it's going to continue after the 30th of March, which is soonish, next month. So if you want to jump online with this one, please do. It's a very, very good program to jump in on. And it's businessstation.link/register. If you do want to have a chat with me and not one of the other advisors, I encourage you to either put in Victoria Yuen, Y-U-E-N, or give them a call and say, look, I prefer to have a chat with Victoria. If you have a look on the website and there's something else, the experts there are fantastic. I ask them for my help with things that I'm not that confident in. So I've even accessed this program as well. Okay, so I'm going to jump out of this and we're going to go into Answer the Public. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do this. Okay, so we're jumping into Answer the Public and we're going to say, okay, what do I actually want, what do my people want to know about? What are they searching for? So obviously with mine, they're searching for, let's make it quite specific. Are they searching for Australian-made skincare? So what I'm doing in my head at the moment, I'm thinking of Jenny. What is Jenny searching for? And I encourage you to do this thought process yourself. What is Jenny searching for? Jenny's searching for, actually, maybe she's searching for naturally made skincare. Okay. And now I have Australia because currently I'm only selling in Australia, and we're going to go to search. Okay. Now it's collecting information. That comes up with none. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Might just refresh. There it is. Okay, so I just needed to refresh my page. So that's come up with 246 results for naturally made skincare, what people are searching for at the moment. So you can see here that there's, how to make naturally made moisturizer, how to make naturally made skincare. Is natural skincare better for your skin? Natural skincare made in Australia. So there's lots and lots and lots of ideas that you can use for your content, for your social media. Okay, so I'm going to have a look at this one. Is natural skincare effective? So I'm just going to take that one. Is natural skincare effective? And then I'm going to go into chat.openai.com/chat. So we call this Chat GPT. Now, what was the question I was going to do again? Is natural skincare effective? And then we pop it in here. Write me a blog on whether naturally made skincare is effective making it a positive towards yes, it's effective. Okay, just need to move that. Okay, hopefully everyone can see that. Oh goodness, don't do that to me now. Let's start again. I do need to move this out of the way. Okay, so it's decided not to work as we're right here. Fantastic. Right, so let's try perhaps a different one. Oops. Write me a blog. So this is artificial intelligence. This is, oh, sorry, I forgot to explain that. Write me a blog on why naturally made skincare is effective. Spell that correctly. Oh my goodness. Okay, so clearly it's decided not to work for me today, but I can show you what I've done previously. I wrote this one this morning. Okay, so this is exactly what I've done. Write me a blog on the list of 5 top habits of people with great skin. So that's what I wrote in here. It wrote me a really, really fabulous blog that you can see there automatically. I didn't touch this in the slightest. So you can see here it actually gives quite a lot of information. And so what we do as experts in our field is we go through this and we see if that is correct. So we fact check it. I hate saying that. It doesn't roll off my tongue. We fact check it to make sure that everything in here is correct. And we then can add in information that is going to personalize this blog, because this is artificial intelligence. Chat GPT gives you information from pre-2021. It doesn't give you any information after 2021, but most of the information, it doesn't change too much. Okay, so it wrote me a blog on that. Fantastic. And then I said, write me a great title for this blog. And it came up with a fabulous title for the blog. And then I said, write me a social media post for this blog with a maximum of 1,500 characters. So it wrote me a fabulous social media post for that actual blog. The reason why I asked it to do 1,500 characters is because I can then put that into a Google update. Okay, it also put in great emojis, and it also put in the hashtags that I can use as well. All right, so that's what I wanted to show you before it decided not to work. And as you can see, this is exactly what I do. So I practice what I preach, and that's what I was trying to teach you today. So maybe we can try another one, because I really want to show you how this works. Now, currently this is free. If it decides to work. Currently this is free, but if you you can see once you actually see it, I don't think it's going to be free for very long. You can do upgrade to plus, but at the moment it's free. Now we do have a lady here who owns an earth moving company. So let's try write a blog on, what can I say for earth moving company? Write a blog on. Maybe you could pop that into the chat for me. What would you actually like me to write a blog on for the earth moving company? Even if you don't have blogs, this is just a really, really good way of getting content and showing you showing that you're an expert in your field. So just looking at chat. Oh, okay, so maybe they're not here anymore. Okay, so let's see. Write a blog on, there's another lady here with handcrafted jewelry. Write a blog on why handcrafted jewelry is best. That's terribly spelled. Okay, please work, fingers crossed. So as you're watching this, think to yourself that you have put in your information in here, and this chat GPT is just writing it for you. So for the person that is here with the handcrafted jewelry, have a look at this and see if it's correct, because you are fact checking it as the expert in your field. Okay. Just going to check on the chat. Okay. All right. So maybe we could start some other ones as well. Health and safety. So she had a thought, and then we could possibly do sound therapy as well. Cool. Okay. So Julie, hopefully that was interesting for you to watch with your handcrafted jewelry. Now, what I would do with this is I would possibly break that down. That could be one social media graphic. This could be another social media graphic. And then I would type in exactly what I said before. Can you please write a title for this? And, can you please write your social media for this as well? Let's do a new chat and see what we can come up with. Write a blog on health and safety in the earth. Is it Civil Earthworks? Write a blog on health and safety in civil earthworks. There we are. Okay, so you can see here that it gives so much information, and it's just such a wonderful tool for you to use for creating your content. So this can go If you don't have a blog on your own page, this can go onto another blog. I put blogs on Tumblr all of the time. And that can then bring people back to your website or wherever you're going to send people. Okay, that actually gives quite a lot of decent information, doesn't it? Are you reading this? Are you reading this, Annette? Yes, excellent, good. Okay, so what we do, that was a really good question. What do you do afterwards? I copy and paste it. I copy and paste it and put it into a blog, change it a little bit, personalize a little bit, put links in it. But the other thing that I do is I copy and paste that and put that into a Google document so that I have, I've got a record of all of the blogs that I've written and all of the information that I've written, so that if I ever decide to sell my business, I've got a huge library of content that I can sell with the business. So that's a little tip for you. So yes, you do need to, you can't actually download this information. I copy and paste it and put it into different areas. Okay, so answer that question. Hopefully that's good. Excellent, thanks. Okay, it does look amazing, Julie. I'm glad that you saw that happen. Now, sound therapy. Okay, so D, would I just say something like, tell me the benefits of sound therapy? Would that be something that would be really interesting for your people to look at? Just checking. I know, so it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's almost scary. Okay. Tell me the benefits of sound therapy. You're the expert in the field. You go through this. Tell me if this is correct. Tell me if this is blowing your mind. Tell me if you feel like this is a little bit too scary and computerized. This is the next level. I feel like this is, you know, when the internet started, this is almost like that. Like it's just the very much next level of using tools to make our business life better. Oh, that sounds lovely. Is that all correct? Yep, looks great. Yes, it's correct. How fun is that? Fabulous. Okay, so the other thing that ChatGPT does, and I'm not affiliated with this, I don't get paid to say any of this, just to let you know, is that it reads what it's already done. So we can say, write me a social media post on this blog with emojis in a list form. So your job as a human is to actually give it very good information, okay? So write me a social media post on this blog with emojis in a list form with hashtags. So we really have no excuse now to say, I don't know what to post on my social media. So we'd be coming in here, we'd be going to all of the places that I said to you beforehand, and we'd be coming in here, we'd say, great, this is what I want. But remember right at the beginning of this webinar, I said, who are you speaking to? Why do you want to post on social media? So all of this comes with all of your knowledge first. Who is your demographic? Who are those people that you are trying to get? We can even put that into here. Oh, I wonder what they'd say. Let's experiment. And then where are they? Are you going to be posting this on Instagram? Are you going to be posting this on TikTok? Are you going to be posting this on LinkedIn? Where are you actually going to be posting this? Creating this content, going into, going into places, the magazines, seeing what people are doing with their magazines, with their print magazines, saying, great, I can create something like that. Going into Answer the Public, finding out what people are actually searching for, and then very easily creating the content in here and then creating a social media post around that. So you can even use this as a video script and record yourself doing this, or you can create something in Canva and you can create a post around that. Okay, so we can say in here, tell me who would be interested in seeing this blog. And then they could possibly tell you about the avatar. So I've never done that before. So let's just cross our fingers again and see if it works and just have lots of fun playing with it. Okay, so this person, this is telling you all about your avatar. It's a person that is interested in holistic and alternative forms of healthcare and industry. So you could go in into a video and say, are you a person that's interested in holistic alternate forms of healthcare, wellness, and personal development? Are you interested in ways to reduce your stress, relieve pain, improve your sleep? So you can use that as a video script. Okay, how are we all feeling about ChatGPT? I'm going to stop sharing and come in and say hello. Yes, it's an awesome tool. Fabulous. Yes, Julie's saying, yeah, fabulous tool and so quick. It's so fast, isn't it? And Sue says, sound fantastic. Great. So I really hope that you can think, of ways of building this into your business. I know I've given lots of ideas and around my business, but I just really want you to think about how you can, take out my skincare and put in your business and your company. So that's why I tried to give you a few different examples there, just so you can see that there's such a variety of ways that you can think about creating your content for your social media. Now, does anyone have any questions before we go? I'll just have a look at the chat, or if anyone's got any comments on that. Some people find that ChatGPT a little bit daunting when they first see it. They think, oh my goodness, that's just a bit too full on for me. And that's probably exactly how people felt about the internet when it first came out as well. So Sue's saying she can't wait to give it a try. It's fun at the moment. Have a play with it. See how it goes, because it is free. It's free at the moment, and it's a tool that has already been banned in schools and universities. So who knows how long it's going to be free for. Microsoft has bought it. They've always been invested a little bit into it, but go there. Okay, so Dee's asking, what is the name of the search engine which only gives one free search per day? It's called Answer the Public. So answerthepublic.com. And one thing about the answerthepublic.com that I didn't mention is that when you go into there and you put your word in there and it gives you all of that. I wonder if I've still got it up, because I don't know if I showed you all of it. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we've got all of this information, and there's actually even more. I didn't show you all of it. So there's all of that information that you can get. And over here is your download. So you can download and you can export that and download that to your computer. So you don't have to keep coming in here and looking for it. You can just download that and get those fabulous ideas for your content. Okay, so that's Answer the Public. Lots and lots and lots and lots of information. There's probably a post that you could do every single day based on just this. Okay, stop sharing, say hello. Yes, Sue. Okay, so let me just go. Creating blogs is always daunting. Yeah, perfect way to overcome a dilemma. Exactly. It's almost too simple. Okay, so Sue's saying hopefully we'll get a link to the recording so we can watch again later. Yes, you will. The system goes live, and then you get it gets edited, and then you get sent the recording, and it also goes on YouTube as well. So you can look at the Business Station YouTube channel. And if you want to have a look at some of the other ones that I've put together there as well, so you can have a look, just search Victoria Ewan, Yuen, and they saying, great, fabulous. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for joining me here live. Also, thank you very much for going into the recording and spending some time just finding ways to create content for your social media. Really, really wish you all the very best. I know how tricky it is running a business. I'm in it. I'm in it with you. I get it. And yeah, I really wish you all the very best in your business and all the very best in creating a wonderful life for yourself. Excellent. We're getting some lovely comments through, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you.